Hello everybody. This is class for the research and writing. I'm Dr. Shino Kim. Through the first class, actually, I'm teaching about how to write a resume. Yeah, even me, actually, through my whole life, actually, I write down maybe more than 100 times new resume. So if I apply to school, maybe I should adjust the content to that applying school. Or if I apply to any company, I should also make a new resume for the new company, like that. As I said, you must, whenever you send any kind of resume to specific company, specific organization, you should rewrite your resume according to that job position, according to that company. In this time today, I'm gonna teaching about the cover letter. Regardless, yeah, definitely you must write down your resume well, and even you send your resume through the maybe mail or email, you should explain about also yourself. That is called cover letter. So cover letter will introduce you as a candidate. So you should mention that I am a good candidate. Okay. I am qualified person for your company, like that. You should also introduce yourself, not only by the resume, but also with cover letter. So clarify the position for which you are applying for. So any kind of a job, I can do any kind of things. That's actually nonsense, okay? Even sometimes good company or big company, they are maybe more than 100 kinds of job position. But if you say that it doesn't matter, I can do anything, they will not accept your resume. They will not look for your resume, okay? They're gonna throw out your resume. So you should clarify the exact position. Example, I'm nurse, or I'm secretary, I am bookkeeper, I am accountant, I'm technician, I am computer engineering, okay? Looks like that. You must specify, okay, your position. Also enable you to highlight your strengths. I have this kind of skill. I have a certificate of a program. I graduate this school. Like that, you should show your ability and your strengths. Also ask an employer to take an action. So when the company or employer, when they look at your cover letter, oh, I think this person is very fit to our company, fit to our position. So they're gonna call or they're gonna send the email you for making another appointment with you. Okay, like that. Cover letter is very, very important, as also like the resume. So when you applying to new position in some specific company, you must write down your resume also with your cover letter. So that's why we are looking for how to write a cover letter today. So cover letter writing tips. Okay, number one, your cover letter should be job-centered, not self-centered. So if they are looking for some secretary position, I am qualified for that position. I am secretary. I have a good communication skill. I have a good computer skill. Even I can using the micro Word, and also I can use the micro Excel, like that. Okay, not explain about yourself. Explain about job. I am qualified for that job. Okay. So also number two, the cover letter should be 1 page maximum. In the first class, what did I say? When the employer they receive your resume, how long it takes to look at it? 10 or maximum 20 seconds, not 10 minutes, only 10 seconds. Okay, that's why. So you should not actually writing down even your resume, okay? 1 or 2 pages, maximum 2 pages, no more than 3 pages, okay? Only 1 page is best, like that. Cover letter is also 1 page is maximum. No, do not write your cover letter in 2 pages, only 1 page. And number 3, use regular business letter format. That's why we should learn about how to write cover letter. This is a formal letter, okay? Not personal letter. This is not diary, okay? Diary doesn't have any form, but cover letter should have some formal form. So you should learn about that today. Number 4, always address the letter to specific person, not to whom it may concern. So sometimes, some students actually ask me, would you write down my recommendation? At the time, I don't know to whom actually I should write down. At the time, to whom it may concern, okay? I don't know that person. I don't know who's gonna read that recommendation. At the time, usually you use to whom it may concern. But in cover letter, do not use to whom it may concern. You must find some specific person. You must find some specific position. Your manager, your supervisor. Usually many company, many school, they already have a website, and when you look at it, there is must be some president or any hiring management, okay, manager. So you should mention specific name, to whom, okay, to whom. I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know who. Somebody who taking care of it. You should not actually mention about that. Okay. If when you go into that website, you can find some specific person. That's why. Cover letter writing tips. Number 1, research the name of a contact person or hiring manager. This is what previously I said, okay? You go to the website and you must find contact person. You must know his or her name, hiring manager's name, okay? Even though some company, they never display to whom I should send my resume with the cover letter, but if you have any little concern about their school, go to web research, go to the website, and you can find somebody, okay, especially hiring manager. And you may use it to the hiring manager or to the selection committee chairperson if needed. If there is some specific name, the best way is you must know that person's name. Every company has a CEO, okay? Every company has a supervisor. Every company has a hiring manager, okay? Good company has hiring manager. So try to find the name and to the hiring manager and name, okay? Proofread and check your letter for proper grammar. Unfortunately, including me, English is not our first language. English is our second language. So we have sometimes a spelling problem. We have a grammar problem. So you write down, don't send it. If you have any American friends around you, ask them, would you read my paper? Would you find any grammatical problem? Would you check it? That's going to be proofreading, okay? So when you write down your resume and the cover letter in English, do not send it, okay? Do not check through the Google some kind of reflection, okay? Try to ask your American friends. It takes only 5 minutes or 10 minutes, okay? Buy the coffee to him or her, your friends, okay? And would you look at my resume and would you look at my cover letter? If the manager, hiring manager, when they look at your resume, including your cover letter, they find any grammatical problem, spelling problem, they're gonna throw it out. Or if I hiring this person, communication is impossible. So they never actually choose you. They never call to you. They never respond to you. So before sending cover letter, you must, proof reading, you must ask your American friend to check up your grammar in your cover letter. Okay, now this is the order, breaking it down. Okay, first of all, you must write down your name, okay, your name and your address, and including city, state, zip code. Sometimes they're gonna send through the mail, okay, not email. They're gonna send the interview, maybe interview schedule through the mail. That's why you should write down the exact address and phone number, email address. It is exactly like the resume, okay? Even you write down your resume at the time, you are following this actually order. Like this is the same thing, okay? You must write down your name, address, phone number, email address, and date. This is the actually first part of your cover letter. And the second part is the employer contact information. As I said, if you find any hiring manager, what did I say? Find the name. Okay, find the exact name. Their names are on website or sometimes on some advertisement. So Sally Boss is the name. Okay, hiring manager name. If you like that, Sally Boss, specific name, they're gonna read it, okay? Sally Boss, going to read your cover letter. That's 50% already, your cover letter is successful, okay? And their company name, and also their also address. Sometimes you may send your cover letter through the mail, or sometimes you are sending your cover letter with your resume through the email. At the time, try to follow this order, okay? First, your information. Second part, the employer contact information. And now you're starting. You are writing some kind of a letter. Dear Miss Boss, or Dear Mrs. Sally Boss. You mention their name, okay? And the first paragraph. What did I say? The cover letter should be only maximum is 1 page. So you don't need to write down everything, okay? The first paragraph should include information on why you are writing. Why? Why are you writing a letter? For what? I'm looking for a specific job. Okay, that's your aim. So you must write down that things. Okay, mention the position you are applying for and how you will follow. This is one of the examples. I would like to express my interest in medical secretary position. Actually, this person actually looking for secretary position. Okay, I want to be your secretary. Okay, with Kaiser Permanente. I am confident that Kaiser's value and objective would highly complement my own strengths and enthusiasm. I would like to be considered for your medical secretary position. What did actually example show up that? I am looking secretary position in your hospital, okay? Kaiser Permanente, okay? I'm looking for a specific job, like that. First paragraph should mention about exact position. I can do anything. That's nonsense, as I said, okay? Most company, most actually good organization, they are looking for some specific position. Not, I can do anything. That's actually a little bit stupid idea to like that. So you must write down, I'm looking for some specific position, like that. This is one of the example, okay? You must remember that. And the middle paragraph, the next section of your cover should describe what you have to offer the employer. That means I'm looking for secretary position, and you must explain why you are qualified for secretary. So you should explain about your qualification, your education, also your job experience about that. Mention specifically how your qualification match the job you are applying for. Remember, you are interpreting your resume, not repeating it. Okay. So little bit the content of resume and the content of cover letter, the content are or looks like the same, but you should explain, you should interpret your resume in formal actually sentence. Okay, so you should explain about yourself. As I said, secretary position, you are applying for secretary position. I'm good at speaking. I have good conversation skill, and even I can organize the whole full the information of the hospital. So I can use the Excel professionally like that. Why I'm the best person for that position? You must explain about yourself, not in long sentence, just a short actual description. Okay, another point is the middle paragraph, evidence of my skill and qualification, as I said. So usually your education, your also previous job experience, or any kinds of award, or any kinds of a certificate, okay, can be seen in my responsibility as a program assistant at Los Angeles Harvard College. This is one of the example, okay, why I am qualified. I have experience program assistant at Los Angeles Harvard College, okay, where I provide customer service and schedule counseling appointment. That's why I am qualified your secretary position. I am very good, okay? I provide very good customer service. That's why you must choose me as a secretary in your company. So you should explain about your previous experience. My educational background in computer appliance and office technology. Medical office assistant has been excellent preparation for a career with Kaiser Permanente. So yeah, in modern day, one of the good skill is computer. Okay, you must know how to write down, how to use the Microsoft, especially Word. Sometimes you're gonna writing a lot of letter, and also Excel or PowerPoint, and even you should know how to make the video, something like that. Okay, you must improve your language skill, and also you must improve your computer skill. Wherever you go, they require these kinds of skills. And the final actually paragraph. Conclude your cover letter with thanks the employer for considering you for the position, including information on how you will follow up. Also, this is one of example. This is example. Please review the enclosed resume. What did I say? When you applying for some specific position, you should write down your resume first, and later you should interpret your resume in the cover letter. So you should send together, not only the resume. Okay, you should explain about informal letter. That's called the cover letter. Okay, please review the enclosed resume and consider my application for your medical secretary position. I would appreciate the opportunity to meet you and discuss the position contribution I would offer as a member of your organization. To reach me for an interview, please contact me, your phone number, your email address. And you should thank you for reviewing, or thank you for your consideration. This is final actually paragraph. Usually how many paragraph in cover letter? Usually 3 actually paragraph. First, middle, final, okay? And at the end of the cover letter, respectively yours. And you write down your name and your signature. When I was actually in South Korea, actually I never actually sign it, okay? I just print it out, typing my name, and that's all. But in United States, whenever you send anything, it required your sign, okay? That's why you write down your name actually in Word, and you must sign in that cover letter. So this is actually the order of actually a cover letter. So this is one of the best example. Okay, look at it carefully. Name, address, and the date, the date that you write down your cover letter. And what did I say? You should find the person's name, human resource director. There is the name on website, so you should mention their name and their company name, their address, and finally you're gonna start, dear Miss Karen Feld. Okay, this is upper part of the cover letter, and this is the main part. Usually three paragraph, as I said. I'm applying for the medical secretary position that you advertise to the job placement center at Los Angeles Harbor College. My resume is enclosed. Your position requires skill in various accounting and medical software program. So that is job actually qualification. So you should explain about yourself. I am qualified. My associate in science degree, option in medical office assistance, emphasize the understanding and use of billing software. I am skillful. I know how to billing, okay? And Intuit, QuickBook. Even I know about the account, okay? QuickBook software. I have 1 year of experience working in office setting with. This is your pre-experience job, okay? Job experience and with an increasing level of responsibility. My experience as a program assistant gave me the ability to work well in a busy office setting and the interpersonal skill to assist the public. So you're gonna explain about self. My background and career goal match your job requirement. I'm qualified. Your company has an excellent reputation not only for its service but as an employer. I am confident that I would make a lasting contribution to your organization. This is the main part of the cover letter. And this is the last one, okay? Thank you for your considering. To reach me for an interview, please contact me, your phone number, email, and I'm look forward to hearing from you. Even this is not only one example. When you Google research and the cover letter example, you can find a lot of examples. So through this actually class, I encourage you how to write the good actually cover letter. How can I show myself to them? This is another tip, okay? Disguising a period of unemployment. That means sometimes there is some interval you do not anything. Okay, so here, so one tip: include only years, not months, not date. Example is upper part is bad example. Bottom part is good example. So look at upper part. Okay, November 2006. Okay, and also March 2004. But when you look at this one, actually from 2006 from February to November, there is a 9 months interval. For 9 months you do not anything, so don't show it up. Instead of using the months, it is better to write down the year. So bottom is the best example, okay? Not mention about November 2006 through 2009 and 2004 through 2006. It looks like there is no interval, okay? The employer, they don't like interval. If you have don't work for 1 year, they think you are lazy or you have a problem. So don't make any actually gap when you're writing your resume, even your cover letter. Number 2, explain the gap explain the gap. If there is some gap, actually you should explain about that. Consider everything you are doing during that time, and if possible, present them in a way that is relevant to your job objective. Here is one example. Okay, the bottom 2003 through 2008, parent and classroom volunteer. This looks like a little bit. Many actually people doesn't want to write down this one, but if there is a gap, you must write down. Okay, I am parent. I am full-time parent, or at the time I was volunteer. So if you don't write down 2003, 2008 in here, some example, there is 5 years in your resume. There is 5 years actually disappeared. So they're gonna suspicious, the employer suspicious what this person was doing for 5 years. He didn't, she didn't, or he didn't do anything. So they will not accept you, okay? So if there is some gap, you must explain what did you do during that times. So number 3, be honest and maintain dignity. So even there is some gap here, there is a best example. In general reference to illness, so if you are sick, you should explain about that. Unemployment and the rehabilitation, immediately raise red flag. Red flag means this is warning, okay? This is not good. If there is a big interval, that's not good. So avoid those at all cost. Instead, write about something else that you are doing during that time, following some suggestion. This is one of the example. If there is a 1 or 2 years gap, instead of make it vacant, you should write down this one. I was at that time full-time student. I was at that time independent study. I was a full-time parent. Instead of a housekeeper, writing that, it's better for you write down full-time parent, or family management, or family financial management. At the time you are selling your house, sometimes selling your house takes maybe 1 or 2 years. So instead of make a vacant, you should write down estate management instead of that, or adventure travel, or personal travel. In United States, everything will be considered as an activity. So travel is not wasting over your time. Through the traveling, actually you learn a lot. So you should mention about your personal travel instead of making a gap, okay? Do not make any gap in when you're writing your resume and in your cover letter. Number 4 lesson is unpaid experience. Even if there is some gap, okay, 1 or 2 years, if you include unpaid experience in your work history, be sure to use the title of a work history or history or for this section rather than professional experience or employment history. Sometimes volunteer work, okay? Volunteer work is okay. Instead of making a gap or miss, maybe you don't describe 2 years gap, instead of make it vacant, you should, I was a volunteer in school, or I was a volunteer in traffic school, or somewhere else. You should fill out your whole years. That's the best way. Through the first class, I'm teaching how to write a resume, and the second class, I finished actually teaching how to write the cover letter. This 2 part is very important. As soon as you graduate from this school and you are looking for a new job, okay, at the time you must write down your resume again. And also not only sending the resume, you should send with your cover letter. That's why I am writing how to write the cover letter. So when you graduate, I believe this class is going to be beneficial. Good, actually, try to give good insight to you. Even me, as I said, through my life, I write a lot of resume. I write a lot of cover letter. This is very important when you are looking for a job. Okay, my homework, your homework is write down your cover letter in 1 page. Okay, see you next class. Okay, thank you very much.